welcome to my channel, and here I'll be showing you how you can carry out the enlargement and reduction of a five-sided irregular polygon, how you can construct the enlargement and reduction of a five-sided polygon, irregular polygon. And for the enlargement we are using 4:6, while for reduction we are using 4:2. So that's what we want to do. So the first thing that we want to do is to construct the irregular pentagon or irregular five-sided polygon. So follow me as I construct the polygon. So as I said, so I'm going to draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, so on this line I'm going to take a length of 40 millimeters as length AB. So let me use this set square. So 40 millimeters for AB. Okay, so this is 40 millimeters. So I'm going to label this as A. So this is A, and I'll label this as B. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw line BC. So let's say BC is 35 millimeters, so it is inclined at an angle 60 degrees to this horizontal line. So I will draw a line like this, and then let's say also, so for AE, so let's say that length of that is 40 millimeters, but I'll first of all draw a line in this direction. Then I'm going to take the measurement. So the length from here to here for BC is 35 millimeters. So this is 35 millimeters. So while that of AE is 40 millimeters, I will take a measurement of 40 millimeters here. So this is 40 millimeters. So I'm going to, so this is point C here. So this is point C, while this is point E. So the next thing that we are going to do, we have constructed three sides. So we need to construct that of or locate point D. So I'm going to take a measurement of for CD. So I'll take a measurement of 45 millimeters for CD. I will take 45 millimeters. So this is 45. So I put at this point C here and make an arc here like this. Okay, then I will now take 55 millimeters for DE, 55 millimeters for DE. So this is 55 millimeters. Okay, so this is 55. So I'll just put at this point E here and make an arc here. So what we have here now, so this is point D. So here we have point D here. So what I'm going to do now is to join this point together. So I will join DE together like this. Okay, then I will join CD together. Okay, like this. All right, so you can see the way I constructed the irregular polygon. And don't forget that the angle between this line and this horizontal line is 60 degrees. The angle between this line and this horizontal line is 60 degrees. So that is what we have this. We have constructed the five-sided irregular polygon. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to go on with the enlargement and reduction. So I want to make this line, I want to make them more visible. So that's why I'm drawing this. Okay, now that we have the polygon in place, so what we need to do now is to locate 6 points on this line. So the highest value of the proportion of the ratios that we have for enlargement and reduction is 6. So we have 4:6 and we also have 4:2. So we make 6 points here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 5th one and this is the 6th one. So I took 30 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to number this. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, so this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Okay, so we have all these points. So having gotten those 5 points, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw a vertical line from this point B here, we are going to draw a vertical line. Okay, so draw a vertical line like this of any length. So that's okay. So let's start with that of the enlargement. Let's first enlarge, then we come back and we carry out the reduction. So what you need to do first is to bisect distance A4. Bisect distance A4. So if I want to bisect distance A4, I put the point on my compass at point A here and extend to any convenient radius. I want to get the midpoint of distance A4. So I'm going to draw an arc here and draw an arc here. Okay, then by putting it at 4 here, I will draw an arc here, and also I will draw an arc here. Okay, so the arcs intersect at this point. So don't mind where you have the arcs. So if you look at it, so almost on point B, so it is even on point B. So I don't have to worry myself about that. That's where it falls. So all I need to do is so the midpoint now, the midpoint of A4 is point B, so that's, I'll just stick like that. So what I need to do now is to put the point of my compass at point B here, extend it to point 4, and then I will check it with point A here. Okay, so it's okay. Then I will draw a semicircle like this. Okay, I will draw a semicircle like this. So wherever this semicircle meets this vertical line that we drew down from point B, so I will call it this point here, I will call it 4 prime. So I will call it 4 prime. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to bisect the distance A6. So I put the point of my compass at A, extend it to a convenient radius, then I will draw an arc here. So draw an arc down here. Okay, I will put at 6 here. Okay, so draw an arc here, and I'll draw an arc here. So then I will draw the vertical at the line. I will join the point of intersection together, but I don't want to draw it, so I just locate it around here. So just put a dash here, or just mark it here as I'm doing here. So just mark it. Okay, so having marked the point, so I will now put the point of our compass at this point here. Okay, I don't want it to be rough, that's why I didn't draw the line. So extend the compass to 0.6 here. Then so let's check it with A. So it's exactly on A. So then I'm going to draw an arc like this. So you can see the arc. Even this is a semicircle, not even the arc, it's a semicircle. Okay, so look at the semicircle. All right, so wherever the semicircle meets this vertical line that we drew down from B, so we call it 6 prime. Okay, so this is 6 prime. So now, so that is for enlargement. Let's carry out the enlargement, then we'll come back and do the reduction. So what we need to do next? So what we need to do next now is to join 4 prime and A together. This 4 prime and A, we join them together like this. Just look at me. So join A4 prime together. So we join like this. Okay, now having joined A4 prime together, so what we need to do now is to set our set square along this line. So setting our set square along this line like this. So make sure you can see 6 prime on this vertical line very well. So I can see it now. So setting my set square like this, then I will shift my set square, shift to 0.6 prime. Okay, then I will draw a line from here to meet this horizontal line at this point. So this point that we have on this horizontal line is new A for enlargement. So I will call this A1. So this A1 that we have gotten, so let's leave that for now. So the next thing that we are going to do is to draw radiate lines from point B here through this point E, point D, and point C. So this is what I'm saying. So just set your ruler like this. From point B, draw a line in this direction. Also from B, draw a line through point D like this. Okay, and also so from B again, draw a line through point C. like this, so you can see what I've done. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to take our set square. So we are starting from this line AE. So we are starting from this line AE because we have already located A1 for enlargement. So I will set my set square on AE like this, support it with my ruler, and then I will shift the set square. So shifting the set square to this point, I will draw a line to meet this line that pass through point E from B like this. So this point here is E1. I will call it E1 for enlargement. So the next is that I will set my set square along DE like this. Okay, then I will shift it to E1 like this for enlargement. So I will draw this line. Okay, so this point is point D1. So this is point D1. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to set the set square along CD. So along CD like this. Then I will shift the set square to E1 to locate point C1. So I will join this together with this. So this point here is C1. So all I need to do now, so I'm going to make this line a thick line. Okay, so making this line a thick line, and also I'll make this line a thick line. So the enlarged figure now is A1, B, C1, D1, E1. That is the enlarged figure. So now let's go to the reduction part of it. So the next thing that we are going to do for reduction, as we have that the ratio of our reduction is 4:2. So what we need to do now is to bisect distance A2, for reduction. So I'll bisect distance A2, putting the point of my compass here. So I'll draw an arc here, and also I'll draw an arc here. Then putting it at point 2 here. So I'll draw an arc here, and also I will draw an arc here like this. So the arcs intersect at this point and also at this point here. So what I'm going to do now is to locate the midpoint of A2. So I just mark it. So this is the midpoint here. Okay, so this midpoint that I've gotten, I put the midpoint of my compass at this point here. That is the midpoint of A2. Extend it to 2. Okay, extend to 2. Then I will check with A. So this is okay. Then I'm going to draw a semicircle like this. So, okay, so I believe you can see the semicircle. Now, the semicircle, it touch this line that we drew down from B. It touches at this point. So I will call it 2 prime. Okay, so then I'm going to set my set square along A4 prime. So my set square along A4 prime. Okay, sorry. So this is the set square along A4 prime. So setting the set square along A4 prime like this. Okay, supporting with my ruler. Then I will shift it to 2 prime. So this is it. So getting to 2 prime here, then I'm going to draw a line from here to meet this line at this point. So where this line meets this horizontal line at this point, so this is now my A2. That is for reduction. So what I'm going to do now is to set my set square along AE. Okay, so setting my set square along AE, then I will shift it inside to point A2. Then I will draw this line. Okay, so this point now is point E2. So this is point E2. Then I will set my set square along DE. Okay, then bringing it inside like this. So I will draw this line to get point D2 for reduction. So this point here is D2 for reduction. Then I will set my set square along CD like this. Then I will bring it inward like this to D2. Then I will draw this line. Okay, so this point here is C2. All right, so this is the reduction, and the reduced figure is A2, B, C2, D2, and E2. That is the reduced figure. So this is how you can carry out the enlargement and reduction of a polygon, whether it is regular or it is irregular. You can go on and use this method. All you need to do is to practice. Thank you and God bless you.